Hey there, Sagittarius, and welcome to Stars with Stasi. This is your weekly reading for March 31st through April 6th, or whenever you come across this message, it's meant for you. I've already shuffled your cards, so we're going to go ahead and get started with this week's message. Let's see, we've got number 16, the empty well. Number 16, 16 reduces to 7, and that is a spiritual number, very introspective, right? Going inward. We also have the Knight, to be brave and to be honest. Now we've got that Mercury retrograde happening in your 9th house, right? Your 9th house is all about long distance travel, plans, your beliefs, and it's going to prompt a reassessment in this, more than likely in your spiritual beliefs. And then I have here the Adventurer, responsibility versus expectations. And I feel like that might have come up for you in last week's reading or something near that. I know you had that message of like, because travel has come up for you the last several weeks, going on an adventure, doing something different, and going outside of really even anything you had expected to encounter. That's how it's been coming through for the last few weeks. So take a look at those other readings. I'm going to pull 9 cards, but these 3 came out to start you off. I've got the Magician, the 10 of Swords, and the King of Cups coming together. So the Magician is about as within, so without. And it's also about having the power to manifest your reality and be in control of your thoughts, your actions, and your pursuits. Everything is fine is the 10 of Swords, which signifies the ending of something, right? Where it could be a situation where you're feeling stabbed in the back, but generally this is an ending, and we're going to clarify. It's an ending of a situation, an ending of a chapter in your life, and it could be an ending to a job, a person. I see the King of Cups coming through. The King of Cups could be a water sign and they're masculine. So Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. This could be someone who is a more mature person, usually someone who leads with romantic endeavors. They're emotionally mature. They are a person that can balance their needs with someone else's, and they're, introspective. So you could be dealing with someone like that. The 6 of Wands and the Chariot card come out. That signifies that things are going in the right direction. This is another number 7 that comes out for you, the Chariot card. So that's fascinating. Chariot is ruled by Cancer, which is ruled by the moon. So with the eclipses coming up, that could be something that you might have something going on here, because I see the 6 of Wands. So let's look further into that. One moment. And I've got the Page of Wands. So the Page of Wands is very enthusiastic, and this came up for you last week. I remember that because, again, the reading was all about going on an adventure, being enthusiastic, doing something with a fresh perspective. So with the 6 of Wands and the Chariot card, I feel like you're being called to a true purpose, a true connection. So let's keep going, please. I've got the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups, and the 4 of Pentacles. Interesting. So I do see the Queen and King of Cups showing up in this reading. So this could be, this is divine counterpart showing up together. So and I see the Queen of Pentacles as well as the 4 of Pentacles. So let me clarify these, because this is coming through a couple of different ways. This could be a relationship let me see, the Star card shows up, Aquarius energy. You've got a lot of things going on here, Sagittarius. There's definitely a pivot taking place. Queen of Pentacles is very focused on her financial future and well-being, and the Queen of Cups is also, and I just want you to see here, these queens are facing in the same direction, and it's like then they're facing the past. So it could be like taking what you've learned from the past to generate something that's more stable, right? All right. Why the Magician comes through for the 8 of Cups. The 8 of Pentacles. So when I said that the Magician is all about bringing things, like manifesting and bringing through what you want, the Magician card being clarified by the 8 of Pentacles suggests that you are very focused at this time, and you are studying maybe something different, or learning to do something new, right? The Eight of Cups, or the Eight of Pentacles, I keep seeing the Eight of Cups in my mind. And the Eight of Cups is about walking away from a situation that's okay, but you want more, right? You want your 9 and 10 of Cups. So it's very possible that you're finally creating an environment where you get to have that lifestyle. And I keep seeing that lifestyle for the collective. That's a message that keeps coming through. It's like walking away from, the past life where you're working for other people or you're living a life for others, right? Your family, your friends. And this is like breaking away into becoming your unique self. And this has been happening little by little to all of the signs. And I feel like right now, this is where you are. Because there's this whole energy of like, again, doing something different, going on an adventure, traveling. It's a big theme for you the last couple of weeks. Because remember that this energy with the lunar eclipse, now the retrograde is having you revisit that information. And that's what was going on for you then. So I see that the 3 of Wands is clarifying the 10 of Swords. 3 of Wands is about an adventure. It's about setting your sights on something different. You could be traveling as well. And I feel like this came up for you last week. It's the end of a lifestyle where you feel stuck, right? Where you feel like you've got to do something. You have to do it. This is like, no, I want to do it. I want to proceed. And that's the difference. It's like this is a really big change for you, Sagittarius. I feel like you have been wanting to do all this for a long time, but I feel like maybe your responsibilities or your perceived responsibilities held you back. King of Cups being clarified by the 6 of Swords. 6 of Swords, or things are getting better. Things are looking up. So maybe you've healed through something. The King of Cups can be that energy as well. Because I have here the 8 of Pentacles, the Magician card, the 10 of Swords with 3 of Wands. You might have even gone through a period of healing, or I'm hearing like some of you went to therapy potentially, or had someone who was a mentor, someone who helped you, like a third party helping you discover a part of you, which is super healthy, by the way, Sagittarius. So if that's what you were going through, that's amazing. And I commend anyone who takes an opportunity to find healing, right? Because everyone needs that. And I feel like that's what you did. You decided, you know what? I want to switch things up and I want to make myself healed and whole and pursue my dreams. Because that's what this is. This is pursuing. And same thing with the Chariot card in my mind. It's like you're pursuing something and things are happening quickly. And it's happening quickly, like all of the sudden. 6 of Wands being clarified by the Page of Cups. So the Page of Cups is that desire to connect with other people, like to connect with other people emotionally, and the 6 of Wands. So you may have been feeling isolated for some time, Sagittarius. Maybe you were going through a difficult time in the past when you were, figuring out who you are now, right? It was a tough years. I would say a good couple years for the collective, and a lot of reimagining what you could do with yourself, because we had so much time inward that I think that the collective just went through this massive transformation, which was to our betterment. So the 6 of Wands is telling me that you're going to be, and you are, very successful at all that you do. But this is like a new drive and passion. And this time you want to connect. You want to see yourself out there doing something different and something impactful is what I'm hearing. Like there's this energy surrounding you, Sagittarius, that from now on, when you do something, it's because you want to and because it's going to make a difference. That's what I'm hearing. The Lover's card, it's a choice, right? It's a choice. And you are making the choice to impact. That's what it is. Choice to impact others. Choice to impact the greater good. And to do that, you've got to be out and about. And that's, for some of you, maybe a different vibe. So the Chariot card's being clarified by the 10 of Pentacles. I love that. So, your calling is to be happy. Your calling is to be fulfilled. This is the best card, in my opinion, right? The Sun card, 10 of Cups. I love them. 10 of Pentacles, if you can see that, I feel like you're going on a very spiritual journey, Sagittarius. I mean that more than most. Chariot card is very spiritual, but then look, this 10 of Pentacles, those pentacles are shaped like the Kabbalah. And the Kabbalah is the tree of life. And each one of these spheres, right? And there's paths to each sphere that you take. And this is the tree of life, and the up and the down and the up and the down of it, right? And it's the mastery of each sphere and understanding the connections between them as well. So you may be called to investigate the mysteries of the universe a little bit more. You may be called to understand hermetics, the laws of attraction, religion, whatever it is. I feel like you're going to investigate things that are different from what you already believe, or you might be questioning why you believe what you do. It's that kind of energy. So let's keep going. Show me more about this Page of Wands. Pages, again, super enthusiastic energy, younger. I got a ping that for some of you, this could be about your children, but I mean, that's very select and very specific, but I will have to say it because they're bringing it to my attention. Some of you have a child or children that are be traveling this summer, going abroad, right? Perhaps separate from you. And I feel like there's going to be a decision made to go with them. So again, very specific, but I have to say it. So there's like a change up in maybe a summer plan, and you decide, or a holiday, there's a switch up, and you decide in the next few months, like, you know what, I'm going to do this with you. So that's just something to consider. Why the Page of Wands, please? Queen of Cups coming up again. So Queen of Cups is, again, very mature. She's nurturing. She has a deep understanding of the needs of others. Maybe you're stepping into a position of volunteering, doing mission work, spreading whatever messages of hope, light, and love. It's a really strong vibe coming through. And I know that may not resonate with everyone, but it must resonate with those of you that watch this particular channel, because honestly, this is like the second or third week in a row this message has been so specific for Sagittarius about moving forward and doing, work that impacts others. So I'm going to take these as they came out. These two came out together, and then we've got these. So Queen of Pentacles being clarified by the Nine of Wands and the Hermit card, Virgo energy. So the Queen of Pentacles, again, she's very, how would I put it, practical. She is secure in her home and her environment. She's a nurturer, and she can transform, right? She's very abundant too. If you can see that there's a rabbit here on her by her throne, and that's to signify that, there's plenty, right? Very abundant, very, what can I say? Rabbits, they multiply. So all of that, abundant. I'm trying to watch my words. And so I feel like that comes from having spent some time with yourself and investigating, that light within. You see that light that the hermit is holding, that is the light from within. And now, as within, so without, just like the magician, right? And there's this energy of like exhaustion from fighting your passions almost. It's like you've been working against the grain. And I think we all have. I really do. And I'm curious, comment below and let me know if this rings true for you, because it seems like that's the pattern that humanity is breaking from, right? That need to fit in, that need to people please. And we're stepping into a time of being unique and individual and daring to be different, Sagittarius. But amongst that, shining your light, it's like you understand that if it's too bright, you blind others. So the best way is to just hold it right there, right there, just in front of you to guide you step by step. Sometimes you can't see the whole picture all at once. And that's the beauty of it, right? One foot in front of the other is going to carry you through. And I feel like that's the path that you're taking, where in the past, maybe you were, that's what I'm hearing. In the past, you were looking at things like, I have to do it all and I have to do it all now. And it became overwhelming. And you sat down, you figured it out, you refined, and little by little, you see the light, you see one foot in front of the other, has you in a position of creating. So I've got the King of Swords and the Queen of Cups. You've got a lot of kings and queens and people in your reading. You could be, right, reestablishing your fit in community, because we were talking about that earlier, like jumping back into hanging out with people and being more seen and being part of. Now, the King of Swords is an air sign and they're masculine. This person is going to be, how should I put it? Very strong, logical. They make difficult decisions and they do them with facts, right? Like they're what they believe to be true. This could also signify a professional, law and order. But because I have the King of Swords together with the Queen of Cups, you could be in relationship with someone that where you are the emotional person and they are more logical. But to be honest with you, the way it's coming through is that there's something that you really want to do and you're very passionate about it, and it's to help other people, and you've put a lot of thought into how you're going to do this. And I see you pacing out like a plan unfolds where you start to follow this path and you really commit to it all the way. And I just got to tell you, the Four of Pentacles here is clarifying the Four of Pentacles. So the Four of Pentacles is about your foundation, your home, your stability, guarding things. You know, maybe you've had to be more guarded with your plans of travel. Maybe you've had to be more mindful of your money. This signifies too that this energy of foundation is doubled for you. So where you've had to save and be mindful of your resources, now that pays off because you have double the resources. You have double the abundance. You have, it's like you've created more by being mindful. And you've been strategic about what it is that you want. That's the other thing. For as much as you want what you want, you've been smart about it and you've saved and you've taken the proper steps. And so I feel like this is going to go very well for you. So let me just take a sip here. All right. What's the shadow work for Sagittarius this week, please? What's the shadow work for Sagittarius this week? Revenge. Well, let's try not to do that. Let's choose love. What is it with the fire signs? You know, it's Aries. I just did their reading and it was the same type of situation where I was like, choose love this week, Aries. Oh, wow. All right. So revenge. This is number 23. 23 reduces to the number 5. 5 is about change, disruption, having to be adaptable. And so maybe in a world where this doesn't really quite feel like your energy, where you're choosing revenge, but let's say it's Aries season and you're feeling froggy and you're feeling like you might want to get with someone, you know, get them back. Remember, the same way you've arrived, and you have, Sagittarius, you have arrived, the same way you have arrived, so will they. Right? You don't have to worry about other people and how they got there and how they're going to get theirs and what's going to happen to them. Worry about you and your refinement, and karma. The universe handles that business, always does, because look at how well you're doing, right? And you're doing well because you've maintained a place of neutrality, right? The Chariot card, I want to show you. Let me see where I can pull. Where did you go? The Chariot. Here we go. So the Chariot, you know, that's about things happening really quickly, but there's one white Sphinx and one black one. And it's telling you, you know, the Chariot's in the middle. Stay neutral, right? Try to maintain your head neutral and calm and proceed, because it's happening really quickly. So where there's And also the number 2 signifies a relationship, and the number 3 signifies self-expression. So there may very well be a situation where in relationship of any kind, you are expressing yourself, you're being creative, and someone might be in a position to, you know, seek revenge on you or vice versa. Regardless, I feel that the best course of action would be to evaluate why you feel this way or why this is happening and make adjustments from there. Because the reality of it is that to tie yourself up in energy with someone else and their reaction and what they did and blah, 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 takes you away from your divine time. And I want you to remember that because it's Aries season. And I'm telling you, I'm experiencing it myself. I am. People are blowing up my comments saying the most random of things. I caught myself an internet troll. I can't believe it. I really can't. So, because I just wouldn't do that. But, it's happening. So, it's that energy. Just remember, their beliefs limit them, not you. That's how it comes across. All right. So here we've got number 32. Watch this because you had 23 here. And you've got 32 here, Sagittarius. Tell me now, 5 and 5, disruption. What does that equal? 10. A brand new beginning with limitless possibilities. You could be seeing the numbers 5, 5. You could be seeing mirror numbers, which is when it reflects itself. So 23, 32, right? Which, by the way, when you see a mirror number, I heard someone call them a butterfly number before, where it mirrors itself. That is, to me, when my guides speak, the magician in my mind showing up. As within, so without. It lets you know you're on track, that you are in alignment with your purpose. Go back to the Chariot card. That's what I feel is happening for you, Sagittarius. So this says, breaking the chain of repeating cycles. And this speaks to revenge. So I feel like these cards are working together. It's very possible that, as I was saying, you may feel like someone's getting revenge on you, or you may feel like it, but take pause. It could be that you're in a situation where it's a loop, right? Where it's a loop with a specific personality type or persona, person, whatever. And it's coming through like maybe you broke away in the past from something that was not in your best interest, and then it comes up again and you think to yourself, is this something I want to get re-involved in, or how can I break this cycle? And again, this, now that I'm remembering, this came up for you last week about breaking cycles, and I almost think that was like the name of your video or something like that. So I got to tell you, Sagittarius, you're meant for some really important work, and your specific readings have been all about challenging social norms, going on an adventure, breaking away from past cycles, and being the leader and the truth teller in your circle. And it came through as well with your family about 2 weeks ago. So Sagittarius, it looks like you've got some mighty, amazing things happening for you. Lots of revelations about who and what you are and what your path forward is. So I'm very proud of all of us. I feel like these readings are giving me such hope for the way the collective is moving. So remember that we are stars from the sky with feet on the ground, doing the best we can with the information that we have. So be kind to yourselves and each other. Do me a favor, hit that like button, share, like, subscribe, drop some comments, show some love. Let's feel the positivity. All right, guys, I'm so loving this. Thank you so much for spending your time with me today. And may the magic that we weave and the words that we speak bring healing to all those who seek it. See you next week, Sagittarius. Shine brightly.